So I made another trip just south of Birmingham into Shelby County for another fire tower. I've ridden past this fire tower many times. I think I've even noticed it before. It's a great road, and that what motivated me to go explore this fire tower one afternoon. If you ride motorcycles around central Alabama and you like nice roads, you probably know about Shelby County 331. It's a really twisty road. In between quite a few houses, there's some just open woods and nice curves, nice scenery, and of course, since it has a fire tower on it, it's going to be on a ridge and at least a mountaintop, so there's twisty roads up to and beyond, and that's what attracted me to this particular fire tower. This is a really heavily populated area, but for some reason this section of road is not very populated. There's a nice country club off to the right over here, but beyond that, for some reason, nobody's bought houses on this road. It's a really neat road. It's very twisty. This section is nice and smooth. There's not a lot of traffic typically during the week. And I would encourage you, if you're in the central Alabama area and you like riding motorcycles, or if you just like sporting around in your car, this is a great road to ride. It is Shelby County 331, also known as Fire Tower Road, oddly. The thing I'm beginning to realize now that I've seen even more fire towers in Alabama is that none of our fire towers are in use. Probably has been 40-50 years since the last fire tower was occupied and used. But the locations are really nice locations. So the people in the telecommunication industry decide, I guess, to go up and purchase these lots from the state or the Fed, the National Forest Organization, and they go up and plant their big cell towers on the side just beside the fire towers. And I'm beginning to see a lot of other antennas up there. I think they call them Yagis, point to point type relay, I think is what the functions are. But I see a lot of those Yagi antennas hanging off the sides of the towers. I don't know if they're private antennas. I don't know if it's county. I don't know what it is, but starting to see the pattern. And the pattern is all these fire towers are closed. Some of them belong to the state. Some of them belong to the Fed. Some of them are private property. And I'm becoming more and more disappointed that I'm rolling up to these places that I think I might be able to get close to, and maybe even to the base of the tower, but seems like more and more it's private property and beyond the reach of at least my motorcycle. And I used to trespass a lot, go around gates and stuff like that. I'm getting less and less inclined to do things. I don't want to get shot for something silly like going up to a fire tower. I don't even want to upset the landowners, because I could, I would understand if somebody came walking across my land, regardless if it was a nice historic place. Here's a nice little corkscrew right there in the road. I think that's probably claimed a lot of motorcycles in the past, just because it's quite difficult on a pretty fast section of road. I'm passing a snake here in the road. You can see it right there, and I'm always fascinated by snakes. I thought he was just sunning, but apparently he got smushed by an oncoming car, just his head. And by the time I got back there, he was kind of squiggling his way to the side of the road. I think it's just a death gasp. Snakes, if you don't know, you can sever the head and they will still slither around for several minutes because they're it was a nice rattler too. Probably only a couple feet long. Anyway, their nervous system, their brain is much of it is located in their spine, so they will act like they're still alive even if you sever their head. And I think in that case, if he was his head wasn't severed, but it was pretty smashed pretty bad, but he's still acting a little bit like he was alive. I don't think he was going to bite anybody. But anyway, I'm fascinated with snakes and reptiles and wildlife in general. Anyway, you can see we're starting to get back into some housing here. Large acreage, and but the driveways are still not quite as rare as they were on that last section coming up the hill here, coming up the mountain. The road gets rougher up here, but it's a nice road. It's very curvy, very scenic. And I'm coming up on the tower. The tower's on the right here, and I pass it, and I decide to go circle back and see if I can get up. And I noticed that, of course, it's been purchased by the telecom company, because these towers are located on these great peaks. Mostly some of the highest peaks in Alabama, or at least where they're at. They're the highest peaks. So I do a few circles to see if I can get a better vantage point, maybe get some shots of the fire tower. And I get the best shot that I can, which is maybe a mile away. It's nice, shady. And I decided to pull over here, even though I couldn't really get off the road. I'm not really riding a dirt bike today, even though sometimes I try to treat it like a dirt bike. Get off and get some shots. And you can see that, like I said earlier, there's antennas hanging off the side of the tower, as if they were using this as communication tower before they actually brought those are probably county antennas. Who knows what they are? I'm not sure if this is private property, if it's been bought by the telecom company. I'm not really sure. Probably not really interested in that much. Anyway, good day hanging out. And this is Shelby County 34, which intersects with 331, and it's a great ride. And there's another really hidden road up here too that's really twisty. Usually got a bunch of gravel in the middle of the road, but you can see I'm having a blast here, and really worth the trip if you're in the central Alabama area, or if you're traveling through Alabama. It's worth a stop. Anyway, I've got a hot tip on a fire tower in Marion, Alabama, that's been relocated into a park, and it turns out is the highest bird lookout in America. So that's hopefully going to be my next stop. But tune in. If you like this video, share it with your friends. Put it on Facebook. Tweet it out. Just share it. Send it an email. Send it a text if you like it. It helps my channel grow. Thanks for watching.